against Terrorblade is really well. Really good.
They needed some variance in the damage output. As Brax was saying, ton of physical, they have a lot of minus armor, but now we'll see a 5th
base hero alive. We'll see what Mouse can do, and already they're looking to get aggressive. Who are they going to look to go upon? They'll look towards PyCat, pulse the Metamorphosis straight away, preparing for the turnaround fight. There'll be a sleep to hold back the TB, but he may not be needed here with the body blocks onto MNT, and that's going to be your first blood, go in the way of Navi. They'll take down MNT and see if they can even chase down for more here. They've got that slow onto Spartan. And,
doing a whole lot, guys. It's time to move. Maybe go for a kill on the clockwork, but once TV picks up that Poor-Man shield and he's got some levels, they can't touch him in this lane. Like, they've just got 3 heroes sitting there farming together, and look, Weaver and Bane are pretty much zoned from the lane. What are they really accomplishing here?
In fact, they may be in kind of a situation where they're giving up their own lives. They get the slow onto Spartan, moving forward with the Metamorphosis. Spartan, that Boulder Smash, almost certainly going to go down again with that Liquid Fire. He'll tick out. That's going to be a kill for Navi, and yeah, as you mentioned, this is definitely a point where we're starting to see PyCat get an edge. It's going to feel like that. Madara is going to be starved for farm in this early game. Now here we go, mid lane. In fact, I talked about General coming in with a rotation once he hits 6. He actually makes the journey over at level 5, bringing Thug down low.
Oh, no boots on the OD.
One more Dragon Slave from Dendy will seal the deal, as Thug holds back the clockwork, but nothing he can do to stop the Donda. As the nuke comes through, the rotation is successful. Now this bottom lane really starting to look grimmer and grimmer for Mouse. Double the CS on PyCat, as he is going back to having the free farm that he wants. General in with the rotation, finds Spartan, and Spartan has nowhere to run or hide. He can try for some sort of a deny, but he's not going to get the chance to with the Battery Assault get him involved. They're going to bring him down to the bottom lane. We'll see what they can find. Navi having Biver in a pretty good position to stop any sort of smoke rotation and give PyCat the info to start to back up. The question is, can he get himself far enough back? They've got the Nightmare into the Roar, and that'll be enough. They'll be able to get 1 kill. In fact, they'll get a second almost certainly with the bugs, and mousesports doing exactly what they needed to do there. Using the... Out top, General playing around with Madara, and Madara just have to be careful. General has a hook shot, and he will not be afraid to use it if he sees a chance to. Madara again with pretty much the last Shikuchi. He's got to hope that he does not get found out here by General. Does have a good amount of stick charges though, and that may just save Madara, as General's not going to want a hook shot or commit it as of yet. TP through will come across, and Mouse, they'll now look to try and punish this play from Navi. PyCat incredibly deep here, as he was positioned with General behind that tier 1. He'll get taken down. General will manage to cog and TP himself out.
He was in a pretty awkward position. Like,
he was very far past that tower.
Yeah, for sure. But he TP's up there because he feels like he needs to make something happen on the map. You know, once the enemy team invades your safe lane like that, you don't really want to go back into that exact same spot. So he TP's up, uses the meta, tries the pressure, but Mouse, they defend, and TP's in a pretty bad spot now. He just died back-to-back twice in a row now, meta on cooldown.
And we just see as well, MNT just getting caught out with the rotation. Bottom lane though, Mouse continuing to find trades as they'll bring down Biver in return, so support for us onwards. Suneiko's there on the high ground. We'll start to see TPs coming through for Navi. They're bringing in mass numbers. They want to try and fight this, and in they go immediately. Onto Skylark with the Boulder Smash. General traps him up in the cogs. They'll take down the Beastmaster. Holding the tower, Navi with the successful defense and the space actually on the bottom lane for PyCat to nearly find a tier 1. He'll play it safe though as soon as reaction comes in from Mouse, as MNT will find the crush. Can he play his way out of this? As you say, yet to have that point in the ultimate. Looks like it wasn't needed at the end of the day. The illusions and the Metamorphosis enough to force Spartan and MNT back. And the illusions in trying to finish off the attack. Really wants to find him. Metamorphosis has worn out. He's really playing on the edge here. And but he's got the back of a General who comes across with the hook shot. MNT cutting his way around the tree line to avoid the ultimate there by Biver. There's been a TP in from the Weaver. But PyCat did find the tower, gets himself back out. Skylark pops the Roar down onto the clock with the time lapse back. Madara gets himself in position to help commit for the kill and punish the clock. At the end of the day, they do get the tower and they do keep PyCat alive.
Yeah, both teams really wanting to defend their towers. We saw an engagement mid lane, and then immediately Navi's pushing the bottom lane with that Terrorblade rolling on the mid.
Oh yeah, some really, really nice initiations for Suneiko. And any time you're getting that initial Boulder Smash, you're almost certainly getting the kill. Thug will buy himself some time here. Dendy a little on the mana, but he's got enough for one with Dragon Slave, and that will be enough to
kind of get him back in the game. He's been very active, but he's still lacking in the last hits, as we can see, 47. All right, nice. Roars the courier there. Picks up some gold for the map, looking for these kills and pickoffs. So Starter really isn't going to have anywhere to farm. You know, he's going to get his gold through team fights and just waiting pretty much, and it's not going to come very quickly at all.
Hook shot in, straight in onto the river. They managed to find out MNT.
Dara was like 6th in net worth.
Yeah.
Now he's definitely pulling it back. Midas paying off big time.
And in a game where, I mean, are there any other Midases in play? Well, I hold that thought, because bottom lane, Skylark with the balls and the raw finds himself a solo kill, straight in onto Biver. It's a lot of damage that he can offer with that medallion and such in mid lane. Trying to make a play onto Navi, but a boulder smash from Seneko will hold them back. Cogs drop from General, making it hard for Mouse to move forward, but they have the Nightmare here to set up, surround him, get in position to finish off the kill, and they'll get it. They'll bring down the clockwork. Pycat has put the Metamorphosis as they'll be finding an objective or a fight. They will come back in onto the tower, but look at Mouse with this wraparound. The 3 of them coming straight from behind. They've got the Nightmare onto Seneko, trying to hold him back. Pycat has to back up. The Metamorphosis now wearing off. A good ultimate from Biver down the middle, really breaking the fight, allowing them to kill off the Bane. They pop the Raw onto Dendi. MNT moving in position. Dendi has to kill himself. Has the Bloodstone Suicide to get himself out of there. Navi still finding the kills. They've picked themselves up a second. Silence from Seneko, forcing MNT to get himself back.
I
think it clipped, yeah, just the angle down there. I believe it would have got Dendi. So they know what's up. And Navi are going to be making moves towards Madara. Madara, he really should just make a beeline straight back to base. As, well, he's not going to get the chance to here with this silence. That lockdown, he's gone. Maybe didn't quite
get these lanes out far enough. OD, not a great hero pushing these lanes. Weaver also not the fastest lane pusher. It's pretty much Beastmaster that has the strongest lane pushing power. But if Terrorblade's in the area, he also can't push it back.
Middle lane again. Seneko. He's been having a pretty good game here on the Earthsplit. I say pretty good. He's 1-0 in a second. So can certainly make them work for this. Goes up. Where's he gone? He's up there in the base. And he is just making them chase him down. General will be in there with the battery assault and punch him out. And trombone.
That's the space right there.
And certainly it drags him out. And look at the bottom lane. You're not joking. Skylark's about to find himself a tier 2 by the looks of it with the boars and the illusions. And he's going to get it. In fact, he's looking for potential for a kill. He'll get the roar off onto Seneko. Spartan with the Fiend's Crypt onto the Jakiro. It will instantly be cancelled as Seneko's able to get the 2-man boulder smash off. And in fact, with the silence as well. Oh, that gets turned around incredibly painfully for Mouse. As they lose 2, they'll lose Skylark as well as Dendi finds him in the tree line. Double kill for the Lina. They may have got the tower, but they pay once again. Seneko just getting the chance to react, and each and every I mean, we've got what's Seneko's KD? It's got to look pretty beautiful, and it may look even better now if he can get himself over and involved in this one. They'll look towards Thug, will be pushed down to the cogs. There we have again another kill for Navi. 2, you mentioned earlier, taking that tier 2 up top. They have good control over Mouse's jungle, and now they're just shoveling themselves straight down their throats, right down the middle onto the tier 3s, and Navi Dendi just waltzes up Laguna to instantly burst down Spartan. And how are you going to stop this? That's the question. They do have the Maelstrom on Weaver. Is it enough though? Thug tries to come in for a bit of a tickle, start to try and get some in, but he only gets 1 touch in and then has to back off. And Pycat, he just sits there, the reflection's out, making sure that MNT doesn't have any sort of a chance to jump in with a blink. They'll try for an initiation on the back as Skylark comes in with a roar, but there's no follow-up. There's a defensive Astral, but at the end of the day, that may cost Thug's life. General wraps around, finds the hook shot. Skylark's going to be the first to fall as Navi, they clean up the racks in the middle lane, get themselves a kill, and it feels like there's very little Mouse can do to stop it.
Man, this Lina hero is still so strong in all these games. Farms ridiculously fast, hits from...
What have Mouse got to do to stop it? They have pick-off potential, but in terms of a full 5-on-5 team fight, it really feels that the lineup's lacking, and they may not even have the chance for a 5v5 with Thug being caught out like this outside of his own base. In fact, very deep over the territory of Navi. And Spark General is going to chase him down with the drum charges. We'll have a rocket flare in a couple of seconds. He's even going to go for the taunt here as he comes in for the finisher. Spartan has a brain sap. It's not going to save him. General picks up a second. And they have got that Beastmaster, that Weaver. They've got good push. But Navi just not letting that happen. If they can find kills like this, though, this would be massive. They will jump in on the bottom lane. They've managed to find Biver and Pycat, but the rest of Navi are making their ways across, and already the Bane's down. Thug will get taken out as well. The Sanity's eclipsed, not enough to drop the Jakiro. In general, already there with the wraparound. Finding a third, bringing out Skylark. Dendi's ready for the chase down on MNT. The hookshot will be whiffed, but they've got the Yule set up. General comes in again with the taunt into the cogs. They've trapped the Slardar. And the great thing about, well, as we've seen Navi, but also mousesports, even when they're losing, they have a bit of fun with the emotes and such. And that's certainly going to be the case by the looks of it this game, as Spartan just dove upon behind the tier 3 and the racks. They are going to start to get their team back alive, but already the tier 3 to fall. Navi putting pressure onto the second set of racks on this bottom lane. What can Mouse do to stop it? I mean, Pycat just waltzing forward, has that Solar Crest buff upon him. And Madara, he can barely get a hit in. And with a Boulder Smash onto the Beastmaster, forced forward into the clutches of Navi. Skylark will drop a roar, but again, these ultimates from Viva, forcing Mouse to scatter. Again, another dodge here as Pycat pots the Manta, and they'll tap out. It's all too much for mousesports. It's getting painful. 29-7, 28 minutes in, 23k gold lead. Navi taking game 1, and in a very confident style as well. That was a very polished Navi, and a mousesports a little bit all over the place.